Okay, welcome to the Devil May Cry 3 stream. Had to keep that in.
Sweet dreams.
That's keeping Dante kicking in the freaking television screen.
You've heard of it, haven't you? The Legend of Sparta? When I was young, my father would tell me stories about it. Long ago, in ancient times, a demon rebelled against his own kind for the sake of the human race. With his sword, he shut the portal to the demonic realm and sealed the evil entities off from our human world. But since he was a demon himself, his power was also trapped on the other side. I never believed it. I thought it was just a child's fairy tale. But I discovered that this so-called legend wasn't a myth at all. Sparta existed. How do I know? Well, I met the sons of Sparta. Both of them. Though the same blood of their father flowed through their veins, the two battled each other fiercely like arch-enemies. It seemed as if they derived some sort of twisted pleasure from this brotherly fighting. But in the end, only one was left standing. Want to know the name? Devil May Cry.
Alright, didn't want to interrupt the intro there. Okay, good, I'm glad it's screaming. Fuck off, aristocrat. Don't lie to me about this after last time, where I streamed for an hour and a half to no one. Thank you for answering, baby. Imagine if Zelda forgot to hit start. Yeah, imagine if I ever did that. Okay. Oh, I forgot to mute my computer. That's why I'm hearing an echo. Hold on, one second. I have to mute it from me, otherwise there's an echo. If something's too loud, the microphone might pick it up. So, I played through this on my own because I wanted to unlock Dante's full moveset, and I wanted to play it on very hard when I streamed it. So I got a few things unlocked. Go ahead and get into it. Oh, this is just playing the intro we just watched. Yeah, we can skip that then. I love this bit. Dante just answering the phone sets the tone for the entire game.
I haven't even picked a name for this joint.
Even how he hangs it up. Just flings it over there. It flips like 3 times.
You a customer too?
Play DMD? Nah.
Well, if you want to use the bathroom, help yourself. The toilet's in the back.
I need to actually practice with this game to, you know, remain good at it.
Sparta.
And I played it to unlock all that stuff like 2 months ago.
Your brother.
So I'm probably gonna suck, honestly.
He sent this invitation for you. Please accept it.
Invitation, huh?
Catches the pizza. Kills a demon by pushing it. They're so doofy just looking at them. This is why Dante's shop is always a mess.
Getting crazy. Let's rock.
It's only gonna play one more song, but he got it to play. Look how creative this is, using the scythe stuck in his body to defeat the enemies in the first fight scene of the game. Parrying with a gun. Some of the stuff you can actually do, like this move. You can do this in-game. Knocks the sword over to him.
Don't bet on it.
God, I love every second of this. Mission 1, a crazy party. Violent response to an insane caller. Let's rock, yes. Already got hit. Nice. Great start.
Is that it?
I have all the weapons unlocked, so I can just switch to them whenever I want.
Let's start the party!
And blew myself up. Nice. I was like just kind of trying to remember the moves. Okay, since we're playing on very hard, the enemy encounters are slightly different. So we're encountering harder enemies than we would normally encounter.
Breakdown! Blast off! Woo!
See, that was the move you could do from the cutscene.
Is that it?
Oh wow, I didn't realize the game would wait for you to pick up all the red orbs in the area before it would actually end the mission. It's a nice little detail. Yeah, it's on very hard. No, it's not on Dante Must Die. Because very hard is more fun to play. On DMD difficulty, the enemies can be pretty tanky. And I'm playing the Switch version of the game, which has some changes to it. Namely, that you can use any weapons you want and switch into any style you want at any time. Which is really nice.
Tell. Looks like this is gonna be one hell of a party!
It hits the screen and then it gets shot out. B ranking. You know what? Appropriate. I don't need to save after every mission. Right, normally you'd be going to like customizing screen and like... This is where you would change equipment for starting the mission. But since we can just equip everything, that's going to kind of redundant. Normally you'd have to like pick your style too. And you can buy items. Already have all the blue and purple orbs. And I try not to use items very much, so I haven't really bought any. Like, actions is the main thing you would buy. For all your money to go towards unlocking new moves. So you have them all, and then you basically don't have anything to use money on. Which is kind of why in Devil May Cry 5 they have that red Faust gun. Quote-unquote gun. Because it gives you a use for red orbs when you've, you know, run out of things to spend them on. Mission 2, the Bloodling. Bludgeon the devils like an iron hammer. How am I doing, Cass? I'm doing good, thank you. No, a strength restart the mission. You're gonna keep saying that, aren't you?
Damn it! You guys totally wrecked my shop!
To be fair, you did a majority of that.
You're gonna pay for that.
Even putting on the coat is so fucking overly dramatic. I love it. They're just creeping around, letting all this happen.
I hope you all have enough to cover all this! Come on! Chew on this!
I forgot about Spiral. That's the sniper rifle gun. There's so many options you can do with like style switching, I'm just not good enough for it. Nebit is a fun weapon, but it's kind of awkward to use. It's one of those you would basically only want to use with the Swordmaster, because this moveset is kind of janky otherwise. Very limited. These teleporting enemy types are called Sloth, which is ironic. They're very tanky on higher difficulties. And hit you from there. Thank you for the help. Stream Bayonetta? I played Bayonetta 1, but I never got around to playing 2. Not really into them. Just the main character is not very entertaining to me. Trickster Styles pretty good against these guys, the Vanguards. First boss of the game. If they like to teleport around, the Trickster's pretty good for dodging it. You can jump through attacks, but I just didn't time it well. How good am I with the Royal Guard? Not. I'm not good. I wouldn't be surprised if I die against Cerberus. He's one of the bosses I tend to have the most trouble with. Taste of Blood is fire. Yeah. No, the soundtrack for this game is awesome.
It's been nearly a year since we last met. Where does the time go?
Royal Guard only playthrough. You know what? I'll try it for the stage to see how it goes. It's stupidly good if you can master it. And block literally everything in the game.
No doubt you've got some fun planned for me. Right, Virgil?
Early view of Leviathan just floating around. Another B rank. I didn't even get good stylish points for that one.
Arkham. Well, doesn't it excite you? The Timon has revived. The Great One, who once ruled this earth as the medium between the human world and the demon world. Isn't it a magnificent view? The greatest minds of their time, those who revered evil, constructed this glorious edifice. Now, after 2 millenniums of confinement, it can at last fulfill the purpose for which it was intended.
That's none of my concern. Did he have it?
Of course. He's taking good care of it. After all, it is the only memento left from the mother you both lost.
But he has no idea of its true power.
It's a very "you have failed me for the last time" moment.
I found it.
Virgil's stuffy nose voice. I kinda get what you mean, yeah. It's very unique, though. Alright, the start of every mission, you can see, like, the number for the mission. Like, you burn the enemies into a 3. So try to look for the number in each of these intro cutscenes. Mission 3 at the Devil's Tower. Invade the Colossal Tower. Let's see. How hard would a, how tough the original version of DMC3 would be on the first playthrough? You can pretty much do that in this game, because what's, I love idle animation stunt, they just tapping his foot because he's impatient. Wants the player to move. But, basically, the original, like, vanilla DMC3 that got released in North America essentially is on hard mode. So, you can just start Special Edition on hard and select, yellow orb playstyle instead of gold orb, because they changed how the yellow and gold orbs work. Gold orbs, if you go with that playstyle, then when you die, you can just use a gold orb to revive on the spot. Yellows are your continues. You can hold 3 at a time, so you basically only have 3 continues for each stage. So, like, if you get to the end of the stage and then you just keep dying, you run out of yellow orbs. Well, you gotta redo it all over again. It's very much unfair. Alright, these enemies, they suck on hard. Or very hard, really. Because they gain access to these red attacks. Yep, there it is. Yeah, like Royal Guard, like, you can hold block, and you'll block the attacks, but you'll still take damage from it if you're just holding block. You have to, like, time it for when it, like, exactly hits you. And I'm terrible at that. But, when you build it up, you block enough attacks, then you can unleash a very strong counterattack. At full charge, it's like the strongest thing in the game. There's a few environmental things in the game, like these barrels you shoot and explode. And I am no good at timing this thing. But at least you don't have to, like, block it perfectly in order to keep your style up. What a weird Warriors games. Right, the cutscene focused on that wall because it would have been holding a shotgun, so we were done to shoot the shotgun normally. Alright, and there's a bunch of stuff you can examine and look at in, like, particularly the earlier areas of the game, not so much the later ones. 2 stuffed oxen are locking horns as if in a duel to the death. Could this hint at 2 powers in conflict? I don't know, could it? Oh, and when you bust this jukebox. You hear a distorted version of the Devil May Cry 1 battle theme. The door is sealed with some sort of device. Yeah, if you stand too close to these doors, quote unquote, then the hand will come out and attack you. So when you're fighting enemies, you have to make sure to not actually fight them, like, near the door. Because it will hurt you. It's kind of annoying. course, we go through a strip club. So I believe Dante can, like... Yeah! You can swing on it. You gotta, like, jump towards it, and... I think first R1. Or R1 in the triangle. That'll do it. Like, there's very few areas you can actually do that. It's just something you can do. The style meter is also very generous for Royal Guard. Like, it'll give you a ton of style if you're actually able to block that with it. I actually have a bit more trouble controlling Dante when I'm able to switch through every weapon. Because I essentially have to, like, remember my placement in the weapon list. But it is kind of easy to just, like, go through, like, all the weapons and do, like, their basic attacks and build up style that way. It jumps right into their attack.
You scared?
And there's just one enemy left, you can really just play with them. You can get that orb from underneath, just jump up to it. There's a little bit of time. And normally there'd be like secret orbs hidden up here, but I've already gotten them. See, I think like Dante will react to like zoning these buildings. I guess it's gotta be the right one. Also, we're missing some of the secrets we would find. Like, they believe up here would have been a combat educator. You can beat and they'll drop, like, a shard of a blue orb. And in here is Secret Mission 1. The Exorcist. Defeat all enemies with a time limit. Pretty easy one. Probably less easy since I'm on very hard difficulty. Actually, the enemies feel weaker. Maybe we're just jumping into the attack. Probably not gonna do this in time. I think that was like right at the last second, but oh well. I honestly wasn't even trying to win it. Normally, when you're trying to beat stuff like that, you don't worry about style. But I have to play, focusing on style. Statue of the omniscient god of time and space. By offering it demon blood, you can attain the power of the ancient magic clans. You can buy upgrades, what it means. Warrior crossovers are getting out of hand. I mean, there's basically a mode in later DMC games called Legendary Dark Knight, where the enemies are just like tripled on screen, and it basically becomes a Warriors game. I want to use fights. Cerberus. I guess Swordmaster.
Leave now, mortal! The likes of you are forbidden in this land! You who are powerless are not worthy to set foot here!
Wow. I've never seen a talking mud before. You know, in a dog show, you'd definitely take first place.
You ugly human make a mockery of me!
Easy, Fido. How about I take you out for a walk? Come on, puppy. Let's go.
You'll regret this, you worm!
It's showtime. Come on.
The idea of Cerberus is to shoot the ice off the heads. And then move into attack. Beauregard is actually a pretty good choice. But I like to use Swordmaster so I can get in and do all these aerial attacks on him. Pretty quickly he'll restore them. Keep your distance, and he'll do that dash attack. You can break the ice on his paws and have an easier chance of hitting him. But he takes less damage on the paws, opposed to the heads. And then, yeah, about half health, he does this. And gets way more aggressive. And does a lot more damage. I'm focusing on styles too much. Actually trying to use Beauregard. You can also change out the timing from when he does some of his attacks. And yeah, you deal enough damage to a head, you'll break it, and it'll stop using the attacks that head can use. And Gunslinger, use Gunslinger attacks, eventually break his heads a lot quicker, or break the eyes on his head a lot quicker. This is the easiest attack to avoid. Sprays the ground like that. One last taunt at the end.
Who knows? I'm not even sure myself.
Regardless, you have proved your strength. I acknowledge your ability. Take my soul and go forth. You have my blessing.
What a nice dog. Admits its defeat, gets you a soul. More dogs should be like that. Imagine you're just wrestling your pet dog and then you pin it down. It's just like, I admit my defeat. Take my soul with you, human. And every new weapon you get, you gotta show it off. Cerberus is quite a unique weapon.
Too easy.
Like a nunchuck if it had an extra chuck. Basically uses it like nunchucks. Yeah, Swordmaster allows you to use a lot of extra attacks, melee attacks with your weapons. Both in air and on the ground. Like, otherwise, circle button does stuff like, with Trickster, it's all about dodging. You can even teleport with this one, which is pretty damn useful. Then Gunslinger is all about using your gun, like it allows Dante to like shoot in multiple directions. You can do a charge shot. You can just focus fire forward for more damage. Bunch of stuff like that. Right, Artemis is like one of the strongest guns in the game. They're able to like hold it down, at least they can like target multiple things. Has a bunch of other effects it can do.
Spark it up!
And I believe the attacks will also stun enemies for a bit. I think some of its moves even cost Devil Trigger to use. But I never use it that much. So you'll mostly just see me cycling through it to get the other guns. Spiral is very basic, it's basically just a big-ass sniper rifle. You can't even use it mid-air, like at all.
Fire!
The Gunslinger move is that the shot will ricochet.
I'm on fire!
And you can, like, push forward and do, like, a slightly stronger shot. And the rocket launcher, between the N, is basically just a rocket launcher. Got a grappling hook. I can also just fire a parade of rockets. Yeah, I don't think back circle does anything, does it? No, it doesn't seem to. I don't believe you can use it mid-air. No, not until Devil May Cry 5, I don't think. There's a whole bunch of things you can do with these weapons. Basic weapon is Rebellion, which is just straight up broadsword. Let's see, Agni and Rudra are fun weapons. I'll talk more about the other weapons when we defeat the bosses that actually possess those weapons. I cannot believe you killed a dog and reported your channel. No! 10 years in the joint.
What's the hurry? Didn't you get an invitation?
This is Dante's response to having a rocket fired at him. I'm gonna ride that. Dante is the only one here having a good time. Liddy just has no interest.
This just keeps getting better and better.
What was your question, Captain? Ask it again. I must have missed it. Yeah, keeping up that B rank. I love how I just keep getting Ds for damage. Because I keep getting hit. Probably the strictest thing in the game is the damage rating. I do like that it grades you on items used, because it incentivizes you to play how I normally do, where I just try to avoid using items. Strangest will they won't they romance. They do have some romantic elements between them. And honestly, I prefer Lady over Trish any day. This world do you see games like NG1 or NG2? Definitely more like NG2. It's pretty linear.
A human. A woman.
It's very much a mission-based game.
I'm afraid I should ask the uninvited one to leave. That is what you want.
DMC1 is the one that's more like
Actually, I
NG1.
happen to be acquainted with that woman.
A storm is approaching.
Ah, look at the scar thing pulsating. It's weird, I never liked it. Mission 4, the uninvited one. Find the key to the stars. Alright, thank you for the membership, Gullico. And, shoot, who was the other one? There was another one that passed by, but I was like in the middle of a fight when it happened. Like, Tamlin or something? Is that a Persona? Anyways, thank you. I did notice it. Now we enter Timidegru. A massive statue decorates the center of the tower. The skeletal angels appear to be smirking. I guess. I'm sure I'd call that a smirk. It's a very ominous atmosphere here. Crimson flames twist and dance around the door, keeping all would-be trespassers at bay. Finley, alright, thank you. Yes, you. I didn't notice it showing up, it went by too quick. It's a bit hard to pay attention while I'm playing like a game like this. Your children crying are laughing in the background. And you see there's a passage we can't get through here. Or particularly there's an item there we can't get. We can't just go the other way to go further up. Oh, actually no we can't. I forgot this way was blocked out too. So I guess we gotta go through the door. I'm still kind of trying to remember the moveset, honestly. I swear, I forget things so much faster now than I used to. Like, I played this, like, 3 times over on easy, normal, and hard to unlock everything. Like 2 months ago. 2 or 3 months ago. Yeah, this is supposed to be the introduction to this enemy type, but we encountered them a bit earlier. Yeah, if you take too much damage, Royal Guard won't do you much good. The Silas meter really likes it when you destroy their red things. They'll actually charge those up even while they're being hit. You can kind of abuse the fact that you can keep them off screen. Because they won't attack at all unless they're on screen. There's definitely more here. I believe they're on the other side of the wall. I'm just misremembering how to do all the moves, basically. Thanks for the help, needed that. Yeah, like, see, they were up here the whole time. And I never really figured out a good counter to these guys. The most I've ever figured out to do is just brute force them. I did see someone handle them before. See, I was hitting it and it was still charging up that attack. They don't use those red attacks on normal difficulties. It's only on very hard and D&D that they use them. Yeah, I actually try not to look up videos of like people clearing through these games, like, super easily, because I don't like to be able to just cheese everything in the game. Just by learning, like, some sort of exploit or something. But I have seen those enemy types be handled before, and the person I saw doing it was just royal guarding everything. Which, I mean, yeah, it works, just because it works on everything in the fucking game. But they were specifically keeping them from, like, being on screen the entire time. Alright, and this was a puzzle I just sort of, like, immediately answered. Like, you're supposed to come in here, activate this, and then the elevator try to lift up. If it's too heavy, so you destroy the statues. Not much of a puzzle, but there is a reason they show off those statues to you. This is introducing another enemy type. What are they called? They're called Gluttony. They're all named after 7 Deadly Sins. Fucking man.
Chew on this. I'm on fire. Fire.
Thought I had Rebellion equipped. Wanted to slam down on them. That wasn't happening. Now, someone who's better at style switching than I would be using Trickster more to close the range. As you know, just being able to teleport to enemies kind of helps, especially if they're teleporting away from you.
You scared?
just open the door, yeah. There's a bunch of secrets I'm not gonna be finding here. Like, normally there would be an item up here, but I already got it, so. Zonguri moment. Yeah, that's like the best, like, high-level DMC player out there. If you want to look up, like, good Devil May Cry gameplay, just look up any given Donguri video. That motherfucker can play 5 characters at once and make it look good. Him and the mods he figured out. It's ridiculous. You can get to places you wouldn't think you can get to and examine things you wouldn't think you can examine too, which is something I really like. Another skeletal angel statue, like the one located in the hall, stands here with a condescending air. A tablet with a round indentation lies in front of a large rotating gear. Yeah, need an item for that. That's the door we came from. I think we're looking for a yellow door now. Yeah, it's only like the first few doors you encounter you're able to examine. Otherwise, it won't let you examine it by pressing circle against them. Which is probably good, because it would be kind of annoying if you were like just pressing circle trying to attack an enemy next to a door. Steal thy soul. The future knows no bounds for those who definitely march forth to beat it. Okay. Normally a secret up there, but I already got it. Sure hope nothing bad happens to— oh dear. Oh no, these are some really advanced enemy types you normally don't see until way later in the game. Also, I didn't realize how low my health was. Probably be using Jelly a little more. I wouldn't be surprised if I die here. Because these things are really annoying. These enemies are flying around. Because they specifically only attack when you have your back turned to them. Otherwise, you're just invisible. I think I got rid of them. These are like the elite versions of the red enemies, like. Their main gimmick is that whenever they're not bad, they immediately counter with that dashing attack. So you kind of have to constantly keep up with what you're doing against them. They can also slink through the ground, block, teleport, launch a projectile at you.
You scared?
Yeah, you have to fall for that trap in order for these doors to break and you'd actually progress. This boss barely has an intro. The boss takes a lot more damage if you attack the head. It also takes a lot of damage if you hurt each part of it. Like, you notice how his body is, like, turning red? If you were to damage each part of it, then it would suddenly, like, start rushing really fast, but it would take extra damage. It's normally more effective just to attack the head, though. Jesus! I usually don't get hit by all of those. You could use the purple attacks now. Oh no, blue ones again. Blue ones go straight for the ground, so as long as you know, stay above it, you're fine. You have some purple orbs that can shoot at you, and those will actually home in on you. But it's not using them. Uh-oh. I just shoot it dead. It's got like 1 HP left. There we go. It's a pretty easy boss. Captain just immediately sees a creature like this. He's like, man, I want that to bore me. Like, what? Captain moment. Hey, you get more orbs for bosses depending on style ranking you have when you defeat them. Got the astronomical board, an astrological device which displays the endless void, said to be powered by time. We just have it. The shock on his face from not being able to kick down the door.
Yoo-hoo! There's no need to use violence, devil boy.
Devil boy.
Wait. Better listen to what I say, lad. This tower here is very sturdy.
You see?
Your tricks
Will do no good.
No good.
Zip it, or I'll pierce that big nose.
That could be a problem.
Just hear me out. You've got nothing to lose, right? My name
Is Jester.
and
I know a thing or two about this place.
That
Thing there is a power generator for this entire sector.
In order to
Open the door, you need to apply a little something to it first.
Do you know what that
Is, kid,
Or is that too
difficult for you?
Get to the point, or do you want to keep on dancing?
He actually starts dancing.
Actually,
I prefer a sword to be my partner.
May I have
Have this dance, my lady. Bingo! That is what the something is.
Remember that, kid.
Write it down on your hand if you don't trust your head. Look at him scuttle away.
I see. Thanks. You still piss me off, though.
Gotta love Jester. He's great. The game was generous with the time this time. Damage 40,000. Jester has some of the best lines of the game. Can't tell the difference between Salvin and Jester. In 5, of Devils and Swords, unleash your might on the demonic gatekeepers.
Thanks for destroying the lock for me, devil boy! And welcome to hell! Please accept my gift. Don't be humble. Just take it. After all, we're buddies, aren't we?
Its gift are the gargoyle enemies. They're the more annoying enemy types, honestly.
Well, isn't that special? To be honest, I was expecting something a little better than this.
Title of the stream, Theory playthrough. There's the 5. So the gimmick with them is that you have to shoot them with a gun first. Oh, you don't technically have to. You could attack them with your sword, but then they split into 2, and then suddenly you have more to deal with. On very hard, they stay stoned way less longer. And you normally don't encounter that big gargoyle until later. There's like 2 versions, like medium-sized ones, and then that big one you can see right there. And even just like trying to destroy the smaller ones are the ones you stone. You can still create duplicates if they just get close to you while you're trying to break the ones you've already stoned. The nether range. And now this little portal thing. This was something that was added for the special edition of Devil May Cry. The new boss fight against Jester.
Welcome to hell! My name is Jester.
You basically fight Jester in phases. He has the initial phase where it's like the gun phase, where you just need to shoot him. And then you deal enough quote-unquote gun damage to him, with him dancing around you. Then he'll be open to melee attacks. Try to melee attack him like this, he just teleports away. You want to shoot him until he gets tired. You can attack him while he's doing this, but you're very likely to get hit. Some of the ball attacks are easier to avoid than others. Keep his land this. Nice. Damn it. I switched to Cerberus, and Cerberus doesn't have a double jump ability. Yeah, the air hike ability, which is what the double jump is called, is tied to certain weapons. Certain weapons can't do it. Beowulf, Agni Ruja, and Rebellion can all do it.
Oops.
Nothing, boss fight. You're all just saying I'm Jester now. Yeah, I just slaps his ass on his way out. Yeah. So, like, the voice lines I use for Jester in this boss fight are all taken from elsewhere in the game. So, any lines you heard in that fight that you didn't hear him say in the previous cutscene, you'll likely hear him say them in another one. Now we got the astrological board, so let's bring it up to the highest point in the tower. That we can reach anyways. Now those sealed off walls are open. And that thingy activated at the bottom floor. This is a jump pad. Oh, come on. Damn it. Now we got the Vajra, which is almost certainly a mistranslation of Vajra. A model of an ancient weapon used to control lightning. This is merely an ornament. Now, there's an area to use it, but I didn't examine it before. Let's go back to an area we've already been to. Rude.
Crazy?
I love that triple S taunt. Crazy? Ha. Can you guess what enemy types is going to attack us here? It's a really annoying type that I don't like to fight. Use to Vajra. Of course, it needs to be kids to be activated. Soul of Steel. The essence of a powerful and fearless soul. Its possessor need not fear hell nor oblivion. Well, damn. I guess we're good with this. See how cheap that is? They're attacking mid-cutscene. That's so unfair. And sometimes these things will just get in the retreat mode, where they just try to run away from you. It's honestly kind of the best time to go after them. Actually, one use a different attack, but that's kind of the problem when using your attacks is situational depending on where you aim the analog. I was trying to do the back circle attack. Or I was trying to do the Circle attack, what was I trying to do? I was trying to do the ground slam move. Yeah, see how less aggressive they were when they were off screen? Now, which way do I want to, what item to get? Right, I got Steel Soul, so need to go back up. That's where I fought the Centipede boss.
Come and get it. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah, I died too quick. Yeah, with Rebellion, there's the
Are you ready?
back circle you can do.
Are you ready?
It'll cause that charge, and then it'll basically trigger like this easy to input, extremely long combo that Dante does. It ends with some really flashy moves. Oh, also, if you do like a stinger dash on the ledge, Dante will do like a jump for a bit of extra air. That wasn't the best place to show it off, but because he was jumping up towards something. It's mostly more for horizontal travel. You can also do it when you jump off with Trickster. Now that we have the Steel Soul, we can walk on the air. The neat little water effect. And now we give it up. And we didn't need to fear hell or oblivion with that thing, man. We just gave it up immediately. In like 5 minutes of getting it. Alright, this spot, okay. Want to remember how to do this move.
Catch this!
Yeah, back does Rising Dragon. Forward. That's the move I want. We're about to have another weight-based elevator bubble. They can be solved very easily with this one move. The game's very generous with the silage rating on it. But yeah, if you don't kill those guys quick enough, then they'll just keep falling on the elevator. And eventually it'll weigh too much and you'll go straight back down. Have to keep retrying it. It can be very annoying on D&D when the enemies are like particularly strong. If you don't know like a good move to use. You just spam clean an ant for the elevator. Yeah, like there are other options to use. This is just the one that works the best for me. When you're playing as Virgil, you'd be using Judgment Cut. And that's basically your only option for Virgil. Because in this game, Virgil's moveset is very limited. It gets ridiculously expanded on in Devil May Cry 4, and then expanded on even more in 5. Now, this boss Trickster method better. How does that work? Are you just making it up? Now this boss coming up, when I initially played this game as a kid, when I was like in middle school, This was the boss that I got stuck on and had to stop playing the game in the original version of it. It was really hard for me to get past. Now, I think it's one of the easier bosses.
Look, brother, it's been ages, but we finally...
Also, these guys are great.
I see that. We must entertain our guest. You're right. We have to be gracious hosts. What should we do?
Just the nicest gatekeepers.
Come up with something.
We need to come up with something.
Brother, our guest is sighing. Sigh. What is sigh? Well, a sigh is when...
Enough already! How long are you two gonna keep carrying on like this? In case you didn't get the hint, I'll spell it out. Your guest wants to go through. Got it?
Our job here is to guard this door.
I like how they're not even aggressive until they're like, oh, you would have passed the gate. Okay, well, we can't have that. Yeah, this is a duo boss fight. As you notice, you can counter the moves, and doing so will stun them. But you do have to worry about the other one attacking you while you're trying to capitalize on stunning them. Also, they can hit each other. If you line it up, you can actually get them to deflect their swords off of each other. And if that happens, it'll immediately disarm both of them. It's great. I've only had it happen like once. It's an exceedingly rare event that seems to be just entirely dependent on the AI. And they'll also buff themselves and use these big fire attacks. Can't be parried as far as I'm aware. But like, as someone who's not used to them, and especially a kid playing, just having two bosses to fight, they can really overpower you. And they seem to still be aggressive when they're off screen. I guess makes sense, there's only two of them. And you really want to drain down their health bars at about the same time. And you can use other weapons to deflect them. Just, Rebellion seems to be the most reliable for me. It's a bit harder for me to time with other stuff. On harder difficulties, they do more buffing and more of their elemental attacks, as opposed to doing the attacks you can actually counter. take down one of them. So we can see a bit of their combined moveset. Yeah, because when you take down one of them, and the other grabs the other sword head, starts fighting with both of them. And they've got a much more aggressive, much more damaging moveset. But it hardly matters when you don't really have any health left.
Wait! Yes, wait! We have been waiting for a long time! Yes, a very long time. For someone stronger than us. Someone who can control us. My name is Agni. And my name is Rudra. You shall take us with you. We could be a great help to you.
Okay, but on one condition.
What is it? Name it!
No talking.
Fair enough. As you wish.
For the most part, Agni and Rudra can fly with that.
Impressive.
No talking. Good.
Dante's just like, no, I am not having psychic characters. Yeah, so Agni Rudra's moveset. One of the more damaging ones in the game. The Stinger equivalent, it's called Jetstream, which is pretty damaging. It's a really good run-up. Like, the movesets for Dante using them actually uses a lot of attacks that we see them use in the fight, particularly the Swordmaster moves, like the Cross Slash. And a couple moves with Swordmaster that you can hear them grunting. Yeah, like you can hear them saying ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Yeah, you've got to really mash it for some of these moves to trigger the second part of the attack. And sometimes I just cannot mash it quick enough, like this one in particular seemed to have the most trouble. Yeah, pretty fun moveset. Why are they still talking? They can get away with it during combat, I guess. Damn it, stream failed. I got an A rank. Man, I'm getting better at it. Damn it, I'm relearning how to play. I have to stop. Here we see what Lady's been doing. It's been a lot of fighting. And it's like 90% of this universe. So it's a lot more riskier for Lady when you realize one wrong hit landing on her means she's dead. As opposed to Dante just being able to tank 15 sides and just walk it off. Doesn't stop her from being cocky about it, though. The smile, the stance, everything about it is great. The only problem I have with Lady in this game is that, it's kind of ugly. Like, she doesn't look terrible or anything, it's just her face, mostly, doesn't look very attractive to me. In DMC 4 and 5, that is rectified. She looks gorgeous in those games. Boy, that's like the most dangerous thing you could have done. leave a scorch mark on the ground. Yeah, there's a 6. She shoves a grenade in that guy's mouth. Yeah, that's one of the more tamer things she's done. Mission 6, Family Ties. Clear the trial and forge a new path. This is one of the shorter missions. You can finish in like 2 minutes, really. Well, I guess I'll examine the thing. The goddess statue's piercing stare is focused on the front door. Wreckage is obstructing the path. You can't go any further. Like, games are kind of bullshit with stuff like this, because you know Dante can take down this rubble. He can take down like a full fucking building if you wanted to, with little effort. In NC4, we see him use Yamato to cleave through like something the size of a skyscraper. Like, he'd absolutely just disintegrate that wreckage and move past it. But now we gotta go through these trials because this is a video game. Passing 1 trial still shows lacking. Passing 2 trials, it spans horizons. Passing all trials unlocks one's true potential. So we'll go from left to right. Left 1, your wisdom will be put to the test in the chamber ahead. Use your lifetime experience from the crawling infant to the man standing tall, and finally to the old man leaning on his cane. Now what could that be referring to? Into this room, and which door do we go to? Well, it's very simple. You do not need much wisdom in the demon world. So I mentioned the infant. What do infants start on? All 4 limbs. So, go to the door with 4 dots. And then, you grow up, you mature, you walk on 2 legs. Go to the door with 2 dots. Then you're an old man, you got a cane. For some reason, this analogy counts a cane as a part of the human body. So you go through 3 doors, or 3 lights. And there you go, you passed the trial. You have the essence of intelligence. Dante is now officially smart. Impalpable knowledge of the ancient ones. Offer this to the goddess to open a new path. And just pick a door to go through to get out. If you fail that, you get into a fight. But it's very whatever. And the middle one. Your techniques will be put to the test in the chamber ahead. Overcome the onslaught of obstacles to guarantee your future. So this one. Just use Trickster. Zal knows the riddle from experience. Yes, I am ancient. I've lived through every part of this. I currently have to use the cane to walk. I'm so old at the ripe old age of 30. So this is the obstacle course. How do you get past it? Dodge. Hi, friends. Use Trickster, you're good. Essence of technique. Masterful techniques of the ancient ones. I pressed circle a few times. Yeah, that did it. Hate hitting these things. They're like the most annoying enemy type in the game. That are the angels. I don't know, the angels are pretty heinous too. I don't really know a good way to hit these fucking things. Probably look up a good way to just take these things out. There's probably like an easy way to do it, and I'm just not aware of it. Because like, you can see, I'm looking at it, and it's just a puff of smoke. And it teleported somewhere, so who the fuck knows where it's at now? Probably somewhere down here. Yep. But when it's behind me, then it'll go to attack. And completely whiffs because it sucks. They're basically boos. It's also really hard to be stylish against them. And they don't even drop very many red orbs either. It's really annoying enemies. I'm glad they don't show up in any later games. Alright, didn't even read this one. Because normally I don't bother, I just walk past it all. Your warrior's heart will be put to the test in the chamber it had. Light all of the crest to suppress the evil spirit's rage. So this is sort of like a taste of DMD difficulty. This is basically the combat trial. This is the one you avoid if you want to finish the stage quickly. You enter here, see those crest thingies, enemies spawn. You want to defeat all enemies. But they're buffed up with an aura you normally only see in DMD difficulty, where every enemy in the game will have this aura applied indefinitely if they're not killed quickly enough. And this aura gives them some pretty massive stun resistance. Some enemies just straight up cannot be stunned when they have it. They deal a lot more damage, very tanky, but you can still defeat them. Oh, also they're more aggressive. It's universally considered to be the enemy activating Devil Trigger. Like, you see how many hits that one enemy took.
Are you ready?
You can see how many times this one guy is slashing, trying to kill me. I was trying to do the double hit, but oh well. Alright, with Beowulf you can charge up every hit on it. I really should have been smacking this before I defeated the last enemy. Anyways, you need to light both of these in order to remove that buff from the enemies. But then you see it wear off. But it doesn't last too long. So honestly, kind of easy to wail on them. Did the move! Why is it so hard for me to pull off? And I don't think it even hit anything. Even trying to get those kamikaze guys to explode takes a while. Alright. I'll try lighting them. Yep. And see how much more faster those blow up. Damn it, it already wore off again. Like I said, this is a trial you normally skip. It takes forever. You can rack up plenty of style points, though, I guess.
2 on this.
Alright, there's also... yeah, some spikes you can do the spin move on. Not really any reason to do it here. It's a very, very weak move. Didn't mean to do it there. God, that wears off too quick. Like, this is the main reason I didn't want to play on like DMD. Because potentially every enemy in the game you fight can be like this. And it's just a bit much. Like, honestly, when I was younger, the most times I cleared this on DMD, it was using the, what is that called? Super Dante outfit. Where you have Dante and he just has infinite Devil Trigger. Because then they're more reasonable to fight when you can also have infinite Devil Trigger. Of course, they all dodge on that. At least you can get the Kamikaze once to kill himself. Kinda in the name for what they do. Is that it? Finally! Of course, the idea with DMD is that you would defeat the enemies quickly enough that they don't enter that. So, the goal is to, like, defeat them stylishly and quickly to get a high ranking. Fighting Spirit of the Ancient Ones. Offer this as a goddess to open a new path. Hate to think of the bottomless pits were included in this room. Like, if you could fall off, yeah, that would suck. Although, if you can knock the enemies off, could be worth it. So if you completed one of the trials, you put that in. Nothing happened. Put in 2. In the quote-unquote God of his eye destroys the wreckage. Put in 3. And you get it. But nothing happens because, you know, I already have it. That's how you unlock Artemis. I talked a bit about before, you can't really see what all it's capable of. There's not enemies to target. Because normally this would be locking on to multiple enemies and you'd be holding down square while you're fighting. And then you release it, and then it would shoot all of them. You can hold down more during Gunslinger. You can hold down circling Gunslinger. I think that's... let's see. One of the targets multiple things. One of them focuses all on one enemy. So it would deal a bunch of damage to, like, one of them. Can I get over there? No, it doesn't let you. Already used the 3 essence. Like, Artifice, I've seen it be really good. It can rack up damage. I don't know. I don't like having to constantly hold down square. Or, whatever equivalent that is on the Switch controller. I definitely don't need all the Zords, but... DMC 2 is still better by far. Yeah, sure.
Well, well. You've grown stronger.
Go to hell.
You point a gun at me? Your own kin? Your dear papa?
Your
The
dear
only family
papa.
I ever had was my mother. And she's dead.
You break my heart. After all, it was I who gave you your name. My darling daughter.
Like how Arco could apparently blink out of existence. Whenever the camera's not on him, he can just suddenly be in a different area. Alright, the mission clear screen is a bit different depending on what style you have equipped. Back to the B ratings. Yes, this is what I know.
Well, this is my kind of rain. No wonder the sky looks so funny today.
Let me go!
Let you go? But it would be a waste if you ended up as just a pretty stain.
Doesn't even wait for a response, just fucking shoots him. Also, the gasp on his face when he gets shot. You can tell he really wasn't expecting
Here
that.
I'm trying to help you, and you show your thanks by shooting me?
Shoots him again.
Whatever. Do as you please.
Just trying to be nice and just gets shot twice.
So he's a demon too.
I'm beginning to think I've got rotten luck with women.
And here's the 7, it's a bloodstain. You should 7, a chance meeting, Duel of the Demon Children. I like how after she shoots him twice, she's like, so he's a demon too. Like, did you think he was human at first? Like, were you just willing to shoot a human? That really puts your morals into questioning. Alright, that's a secret mission. We're not gonna bother with those. They're kind of annoying beyond the first one, which is just defeat all the enemies. Urging to go straight up because we need an item down here. And suddenly we're trapped in this library. Now you see battle music playing, and there was those statues to destroy. Hey look, this one looks differently animated. Oh no, it's an enemy! Yeah, that's why they had you destroy some of those statues earlier, because they were trying to trick you into being surprised when one of these turned out to be an enemy. But since they look so, you know, noticeably different, no one's really gonna fall for that.
Are you ready?
Alright, let's try actually. Yeah, because there are only 2 enemies that only shot twice, but... Rude of you to stab me like that. If you're in this room long enough, then the statues will actually get to attack you.
Come and get me. Come and get me.
The controls on the Switch still feel a little weird to me. Like, the taunt button is the minus button on this, and that's so far away, because I normally press it with my right thumb, so my thumb is having to stretch all the way across the controller to do it. Oh, also, with Artemis equipped, it'll just, like, stay on Dante's arm. It's really noticeable. But you can just switch off of it to get it to go away. In regular DMC3, you can only equip 2 guns and 2 swords. So, like, Beowulf is, like, always on Dante's person if he has it equipped. So you could be swinging Rebellion with the Beowulf gauntlets and greaves on you. And that applies for Artemis as well. With its kind of grotesque looking, like, arm growth thing. I do wish I could play this like the high-level players of like DMZ. I just don't have the skill for that. More specifically, I just don't like to devote the time it takes to learn that and retain the ability to do so. I'm sure if I just kept practicing the DMZ games, I'd be able to do it eventually. This is where that cutscene with Arkham and Lady took place. Like, during every cutscene that you see people, like, talking, if you're not there, you can go there at some point. Rising Dragon, I believe, is Dante's most damaging attack. It's Swordmaster with Beowulf back in a circle. Try to jump there. You can go through. That time I just left up.
Come on, man. Chew on this. It's cool.
Yeah, the statues aren't very hard or anything. It's just literally nothing can stun them. So you have to dodge their attacks. And I'm just not doing that. The horse statues are sort of the worst, because they're extremely aggressive. So you spend a lot of your time just dodging them. Stone pillar embroidered with skulls. A similar pillar lies to the right, something appears to be missing from it. One of these coffins drops health I could use right now. Because I just cannot dodge to save my life, apparently. Behold, a new enemy type. Yeah, so this enemy calls out... Ow, rude. Calls out spirits by slamming its coffin on the ground. The spirits summon enemies, and the enemies will just respawn infinitely until these guys are dealt with. I don't believe they can actually be stunned either. Nevin is just a moveset I'm really not very good with. It feels slow, kind of clunky, but it is really cool because it's like a lightning guitar moveset. Oh yeah, Dante won't say lines if he's still as big or not. fucking door. Yeah, there's some whole combos with Agni and Ruja, but I like never use them. Yeah, there's like 2 hold combos with it. Their inputs always felt awkward to me. Like there's that move where it ends with that thrusting attack. And then there's like 2 delays you can do that lead into that combo. And if you mash enough on that combo, and you'll do that. Oh yeah, they grunt so much he yells silence at the end. He just tells them to shut up. Like, it's a fun move, just the input always felt awkward to me, and I never really just got the hang of doing it. Powering this elevator with an orichalcum fragment. Remember, that's there for later. At about, say, mission 15. Oh yeah, can I get into an angle I can examine that statue? I think most of these statues Dante will comment on. Maybe up here. Yeah, another angelic statue stands motionless before you. I don't know what meaning it could hold. Angelic, if you say so. Yeah, these statues are all over the place. The Bat Storm from one of the moves is damn good for crowd control. Yeah, it's... How I talked about having trouble using that one move with Adnine Rudra, I have trouble using all of Nevin's moves. I believe we have the item for... Yes, the Siren Shriek. Like, it has a bunch of different attacks, like the way you aim the directional button. It always felt a bit awkward. Oh, whoops, well. I was gonna keep fighting them, but I accidentally pressed circle against the door. This always looks really weird to me. It's like... It looks like it's like kind of far away. But... You break it and then there's the actual room. It's like a PNG that's blocking the way forward. It's so weird. And I'm not even sure why it's there. You just attack it and it's gone. And this thing has some physics to it. Where you smack it and it'll go around the room. It's also smacking enough time to destroy it. Easiest to do that when you're, you know, standing on it, because then it can't get away from you. A lot longer if you're just trying to land like a bunch of helm splitters on it. Crystal Skull, an eerie sculpture made of magic crystal. It seems to be a piece of a larger creation. You really want to skip those cutscenes most times. Because it gets the enemies moving, like, quicker, essentially. Oh, it's endlessly respawning enemies. You can always build up more style on them. Try and lock on with Artemis. Yeah. That's what happens when a bunch of shots hit. It's pretty effective. Actually kill the coffin building thing. There's a bit too many sloths around me. I wanted to ride on this. Damn it, you're getting up too soon. Although I keep forgetting I'm in Gunslinger. Still more of you spawning? There we go. Oh yeah, it is cool. The Devil Trigger appearance changes depending on what melee weapon Dante has equipped. Like, this is the basic one. That's Cerberus, adding Rudra, Nevin, Beowulf. I wasted all my Devil Trigger for that. Oh yeah, and the Devil Triggers in this game, they were designed by the Shin Megami Tensei artist. So Dante and Virgil's Devil Triggers look very much like they're from a Shin Megami Tensei game. Because they had some bizarre collaboration thing going on. Which is also why Dante appeared in Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. I never got into that game. I tried to play it like twice and quit both times. The last time I played it and I quit, I was at like level 40 by the time I quit. I got bored of it. It just doesn't hold my interest. And they introduce this new enemy type and then just spam it, don't they? That was a bit overkill for the most basic enemy type in the game.
You scared?
And now Vanguard has become a regular enemy. Greaser always felt the best for fighting this thing with me. Because the dodge is pretty reliable. Demoted Vanguard, yeah. Oh yeah, speaking of that, let's see. Where is it?
Come on, Wimp.
Oh, that's time. Right. You can go to status, and this brings up where you can look at everything. You can change equipment and all that. You can check the map of the area. If you get lost going anywhere, but it's a fairly linear game, so. And then the file, there's so much, like, unique artwork in the file screen. There's, like, you're able to examine basically everything you've found. Even all the key items you picked up. You can see all the enemies. This is where you see all their names and stuff. See? Okay, yeah, those were the gluttonies. Yeah, they're the ones that shoot those, blasts at you. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of enemy types we haven't encountered yet. And Abyss is what those advanced enemy types are called. Yeah, Hell Vanguard. Enigma, that's what these guys were called, yeah. They didn't have a very standout name. Gigapede, how generic. Oh, I thought they were called gargoyles. They're called blood goyles. Okay. You can see, like, explanations for all the enemies. Blood mixed with magically enchanted stone gave birth to this wretched beast. Multiplies whenever hit by close range attacks. Its defense mechanism is weak to modern day weapons. Check out all the Devil Arms. This is where you see all the combos you can do. Like Rebellion has a hold combo, which you've probably seen me do a bunch. Alright, Cerberus has hold combos. Kind of forgot about that. Yeah, that's the basic combo. Man, the videos are so blurry. You can tell this has gone through, like, multiple remasters. Yeah, Nevin has a bunch of moves. Alright, in Devil Trigger with Nevin, you can actually use, like... Yeah, you can use Air Raid, which is great in Devil May Cry 1. The Vortex. I guess Air Raid is just flying, huh? I guess Thunderbolt is the name of that actual move. Like, a lot of Nevin's moves are based, depending on... Where's it's full executing a Type 2 combo. Yeah, which way you aim the directional button. The guns. Yeah, there's not much Ebony and Ivory can do. They can shoot. Styles, see what specific things the styles do. I like going through this because there's so much to it. Even, like, this as a move. The fact that Dante can, like, get on a pole, called pole play. This explains the free ride move, which I've been using. Only works on certain enemies, yeah. Anyways, I think that's fun to go to. Some of you probably found that boring. So we'll just move on. Virgil's, I believe, has, like, vastly different artwork for, like, every screen. Like, his is actually fun to go through. I don't have Virgil leveled, so probably won't be playing as him. Although, speaking of Virgil, we are about to have our first fight against him. And it suddenly starts raining. Can I read all of that for y'all? No, not the entire thing. That would take forever. That's a stream in and of itself.
You showed up.
You sure know how to throw a party. No food, no drinks, and the only babe just left.
My sincerest apology, brother. I was so eager to see you, I couldn't concentrate on preparations for the bash.
Whatever. At any rate, it's been a whole year since we last met. How about a kiss from your little brother? Or better yet, how about a kiss from this? So, this is what they call a heartwarming family reunion, eh?
You got that right.
First fight against Virgil. And it's not particularly hard. You try and shoot him, he'll just spin his sword and flip the shots. I do like that his attacks will actually destroy the statues around you. That move is usually the one that gets you.
This may be fun.
When he puts his arm up, he'll just like counter whatever move you're doing. Yeah, and that counter is really quick. That 2-hit counter that he does. Also, notice his hair is now the same as Dante's. You time your jump well, then you can just dodge through it. He just starts teleporting like crazy.
This may be fun. Now I'm motivated.
Come and get me.
Wanted to finish him with Stinger. The chat just quoting Virgil. He's so quotable.
Why do you refuse to gain power? The power of our father, Sparta.
Father? I don't have a father. I just don't like you, that's all.
Foolishness, Dante. Foolishness. Might controls everything. And without strength, you cannot protect anything. Let alone yourself.
He styles his hair so easily. That's all it takes. Notices Dante twitching, so he just goes back to finish the job.
Do you finally have it?
Yes. Now the spell Sparta cast will be broken.
How brutal this is.
Inside you has awakened as well.
Just twists the sword around in his hand.
Wait.
His regeneration ability must be ridiculous for his hand to, like, reform as it's twisting through a sword. Like, almost instantaneous. The only reason this fight doesn't continue is because of Arkham. Easy mode is now selectable. Yeah, so it's after this fight when you normally are able to unlock Double Trigger. Can't believe Zal was playing this as a middle school kid. Yeah, that's about the time it came out for me. Damn it, another A rank. What am I doing with my life? Even took less damage than usual. I actually got a C ranking in that. What am I doing? Like I'm getting better or something. I noticed how he ripped off a bit of his coat right there. His model for the rest of the game will now reflect that. Also, his sword changed appearance as well. Dante suddenly surprised at the power he has. He's just like, yeah. Love this bit. Speeds it up with the bullet. It starts gaining heat like it's re-entering the atmosphere. So is Dante's hand because he's running so fast. Man, what an awesome moment. Ow. That ends with him getting eaten. Mission 8, a renewed fear. Burst forth from the great demon's womb. Why the womb specifically? So now we're inside the Leviathan. Bigger on the inside than it appears. I believe the in-story reason for this is because, like, inside of the Leviathan leads to just straight up another dimension. It's got a trippy background, like, you can see, like, just all the stuff it swallowed. Like, there's a plane back there, a bunch of buildings. The whole background of this area looks just weird. Is that the fucking Eiffel Tower? This thing eat the Eiffel Tower, that's... No, that's a different tower, right? It just looks similar to it. I never noticed that there. The Leviathan ate Paris. Right, so we gotta destroy all these glowing things. Well, they're not glowing, but they're, like, pulsating. The bottom of this ship leads to a secret mission, which I am not gonna bother doing. Alright. And if you stab him with stomach acid, you take damage. Really annoying when you're playing Hell in Hell difficulty, when you die in one hit. Right, and this... Damn it. Switch to scripture. This was like the area I missed the most when replaying this game. Damn it, I can't... You can get on that ship! There's nothing on it now, because there's normally a blue orb shard, but I already got it. You can get on this damn ship. Do not tell me you have to fucking... I think the camera angle changing is causing me to dash in a direction I don't want to dash. I don't want to have to air raid to get up there. There we go. There's nothing up here now, like I said, but I want to get up here to prove to you. Good. Aristocrat, I hope the rest of France is next. It's not they say anything. Something is sticking out of the membrane. Looks like the seal will break if I apply enough force to it. Such as stabbing it. Guns also work, but it's harder to aim at them than you would think. Very eerie background music for this. Everything's so viscous here. An organ rides ferociously on the side of the membranous wall. I didn't know membranous was a word. You can't get any closer now. Now, these are all apparently organs for this creature. And according to the mission description, this would be like its womb, I guess, because this is, you know, where the boss fight takes place, is where we burst out of. Leviathan's intestines. Surprise boss fight! Yeah, kinda, sorta. Yeah, you can either just run from that thing, or you can just keep wailing on it. And then eventually, it'll drop an orb for you. Isn't that nice? Also, I like how you notice it's still twitching, so it's not dead. Alright, there's a move I haven't done with Rebellion yet. The hold triangle move. Well, wasn't really a good angle for it, but basically it shoots a shockwave forward. And you can charge it up while doing other stuff, so. I can't remember if in this game you're able to do other attacks. I do follow up with that for overdrive. Like in Prison Triangle, it's not happening. Yeah, these particular enemy types only appear in this area. Yeah, I'm actually gonna check the status screen because I want to see. Devil Arms, Rebellion. Oh, it's just called Drive in this game. Yeah, it's just a one move in this game. I'm so used to Devil May Cry 4 and 5, where it's overdrive, and you can do some follow-up attacks that will shoot up more shockwaves. Yeah, it hits pretty hard. And unfortunately, there's no round trip in this game. Instead, Swordmaster has this move, where Dante just throws the sword forward and it like stabs into an enemy for a while, or in the wall if it hits a wall. And while it's stabbed into something, and Dante can do this kick move from the ground or in the air. Or you can call it back with circle. And while it's inside something, it'll deal like some steady DOT damage over time. You can also switch to another weapon during that time. I'm not even like the most well-informed guy about Devil May Cry. There are plenty of people that just know more mechanics and shit and stuff to take advantage of. But I do like talking about it. There's quite a bit I've learned over the years of playing it. Just not good enough to fly at all. That's the one I wanted to target, but whatever. Yeah, this room we just needed to kill enough of them. Until the middle thing absorbed enough red orbs. Now you have the Ignis Fatuus. Souls of those sent to hell for the sin of jealousy. They are Leviathan's energy source. Right, so I guess this is like the hell of jealousy or whatever. Not sure why this is inside of the Leviathan. You would think it would be like gluttony and you would fight gluttony-based enemies here, but no. Also, we're behind its eye right now. Like, you can see it just flying around the tip of the groove, blinking. Free help, why not? On one of these corridors. You can call them Tessin's corridors. Yeah. This would be where a combat educator would be. Combat educators are like these things where you have to hit with a certain weapon, and they'll only take damage from a certain weapon. And then you get your style ranking up enough by hitting it, and then it'll spit out a blue orb charge for you. This is the, yep, second time we get attacked like you. Hitting me. Oh yeah, something I haven't really explained yet. With Devil Trigger, if you have more than 3 gauges, you can hold down L1, and then the Devil Trigger gauge will start blinking. And then, whenever you activate Devil Trigger, it'll like make an explosion and deal like a lot of damage, depending on how much of Devil Trigger you charged. It's a lot of damage, and it can be used during any attack, and it can deal a shit ton of damage. I believe the highest damage you can possibly deal with it is with a fully charged Royal Guard. Royal Guard's this move, the counter move, which that builds up by just blocking enough attacks. There's not a gauge in this game to let you know how much you've blocked to save up. You just kind of gotta know, I guess. But in later games, it has a gauge. You can keep up with it. These jealousy enemies have a slightly unique effect where you can't launch them, no matter what you do. They can jump, and that's basically the only way they can get airtime. Building up the Royal Guard. Yeah, you can see like the effects when you land like a perfect guard, and it'll actually like certain enemies stun them. It'll make an opening for you. So being able to master Royal Guard is really good. It is usable without, you know, mastering all the timing, but you know, ideally you would master it. I was trying to do the hold combo, but that didn't come out. Grab that before it disappears. Yeah, that's the hold combo.
Too easy.
Need to be using that more. Now we have to traverse this area in the dark. That's got a weird screen effect going on. It's a bit hard to see, though. It left like a after image on the screen. I believe it's unintentional. Now it's gone. Good. I remember that happening when I played Halo 2 on the 360. It had that weird effect. So many games, so many original Xbox games don't play well on 360. Like, it just really screws up with the emulation. It's the organ tribe. Alright, time for a boss fight. Didn't mean to release that right now. Let's hold it up. So these organs have like a mini health bar. And it's not entirely clear what they do until they start activating. But basically, yeah, you can see like the charge in my Devil Trigger dealt a bunch of damage to it when I released it. The organs determine what sort of attacks the main one will do. The red one, if you leave it alive, then it does like an energy beam, which I believe is easier to dodge. It is for me. And also, these organs will absorb either the orbs that drop from the enemies, which is what the red one is doing. Jeez, that dealt a lot of damage. I was a bit too distracted talking. Yeah, you can see it absorbing the orbs. Now, if I wasn't destroying the white one, then it would be absorbing the Devil Trigger I have. I prefer to keep the Devil Trigger because I can use that to heal myself and deal more damage to the boss. Damn it. I can see right there it started to absorb the Devil Trigger. I'm probably gonna die Yeah, and that massive amount of damage I just dealt, that was from the Royal Guard I built up, taking damage from those guys in the other room. So you can see if you're, like, just blocking all the attacks and not really struggling, you can build it up and just deal massive damage to everything. Okay, managed to kill it.
Spread the fear of this tower.
And it just immediately cuts to another cutscene.
And it grew.
In the middle of the sound effects still ending from the last fight.
Brought out fear. Fear.
He's changing someone's heart or something. No, this is their womb. Very different.
Can't you feel it? The rage and agonies of the people.
It's time to be Cancer.
Those who were confined here, with their desires for evil being unfulfilled. It was all because Sparta slammed the door to the demon world in their faces.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Scar pulsating. A rank. Damn it, stop getting better. This is supposed to be the all B stream. Still taking a ton of damage. Everyone's just like, the fuck was that? I like how that's only falling on Dante, not on Lady at all. Thanks, Gesture.
So this is the next stage.
Wait!
If you're asking for a date, forget it. Because I make it a point not to go out with women who shoot me in the head.
Date a demon? I'm not that desperate. Besides, I really don't care for guys who stink like blood.
Dante is just encouraging all the ships, isn't he?
You're right. So, tell me, what's your name?
I don't have a name.
Okay, then what should I call you?
I don't care. Whatever you want.
Whatever, lady.
And thus that becomes her name.
I'll leave this to you. Because I don't want to miss the party.
Who counted on you anyway?
Question 9. Faded Memories. Christen the Sorceress of the Abyss with a blade. Why are they playing DMC2? A lot of the cutscenes in the game do involve a lot of shooting. And if you try to go back to help Lady, nope, I've got bigger fish to fry. Let's leave these bottom feeders to her. The control device for the bridge. I'll need some special power to move this bridge. This is when we start encountering the spider enemies. They are the tankiest sons of bitches, and honestly pretty annoying to fight. Look at all the people they've captured, though. This is where Sailor Ranger leaves the stream as soon as she joins. I don't really know what feels like a good way to fight these guys. They're just super tanky. Just gotta beat the shit out of them. And these aren't even the most tanky ones. There's some green variants that are even bigger. Right, and sometimes they split into these tiny little bugs. How many packs of ammo does the lady bring with her? Don't ever ask that question in these games. With Dante, it's sort of explained. It's said that his bullets are powered by like his demonic energy. Lady, she just brought a lot of ammo. See, there's a secret passage you can get to up there. Hey, I forgot Dante can actually do some wall runs with Trickster style. Pretty pointless, but there we go, finally out of here. Like, it's there to occasionally use. Like, see? Do flips off the wall. You can do like a... I think you can do like a sideways wall run. I'm not sure how to get him to do it. Oh, there he goes. There's not really any, like, practical use for that, aside from, like, one secret mission. Where the whole point of it is to use that to traverse these floating cubes. Radiate the image sunken in the depths below to open a new path. So what this means is to meet the light, hit that. So, done. What a puzzle. Ah, no, not you. Being far away, too. That's the worst. Fortunately, Gunslinger's just for a reason. I meant to be on Spiral. There we go. Can I lock onto you from this far away? No. You cannot possibly hit me from that far away. No, but you're trying, damn it. Okay, forget this. Try to close up distance. Ow! But get them off screen so they don't hit you. God, you can be so annoying. Stop. Why are you like this? these environmental hazards. Which are a bit annoying because you can't be as free with your stats as you would normally want to. I meant to shotgun this one. And then they just decided to change targets on me. Speaking of peak of combat, what are you talking about? Oh, the mobile game. Yeah, I don't have an interest in that. I did download it, did try to play it, but I did not like how it felt. Action games with touchscreen controls, no. This doesn't feel good. Plus, I don't need a gacha in my life. Those massive money sinks. See if that's our destination. Haven't. A weird statue. What is that supposed to be? Like some holy demonic mother, I guess. You don't get a good view of that statue from any other angle. The words, restore the mass sacred energy and the power to part oceans will be yours are written. Right, we'll go to that cave later, because we had to go there for mandatory reasons. Normally, the sniper rifle, Spiral, would be up here. But I already have it, so... And unfortunately, because of invisible walls, the game won't let me just, you know, jump down there and get to that item. When not, I could very easily do it. I'm the touchscreen hater. I mean, I guess. Damn it, I teleported into the, what are those called? I guess they're spinning blades, huh? Oh, I thought it would kill you. And time for more spiders, huh? The Swordmaster would be best for them. Ambrosia. Fruit that mankind is forbidden to even touch. It is said to unlock the door to paradise. This is some good shit, basically. Fortunately, Rising Dragon is really easy to miss. Damn it. I accidentally let go of the devil trigger and I just wasted it all. Beowulf has a lot of damage output, it's just they jump around so damn much. They're not very fun to fight, really. And mildly annoying when they drop these tiny spiders in the middle of the fight. Damn it, I didn't realize there was one on me. I was looking away. We need to pull for Virgil on his banner before unlocking him in that game. I guess. I didn't play much of it, I just saw that it was a gacha and had a lost interest from there. And especially really didn't like just how the gameplay felt. Wasn't into it. Why should I drive on them? That does a lot of damage.
Come on.
Should have made another pachinko game. Honestly, yeah, because at least that has pretty good music. Although there is a new song that came out for Bigger Combat by the what is the name? Casey Edwards, the guy that made the Virgil and Nero theme in Devil May Cry 5, and people have already modded that into Devil May Cry 5. You can look it up and you'll see a video of like Virgil with like new flame-based effects. It's really cool. You can use it on available triggers here about getting the boss fight. Hey, I should really be using Nevin against these guys. Because Nevin's bats actually turn them into stone. Basically the same way guns do. Is that because the guitar is considered modern? A relief of a nude female is carved on the wall. It's like something can be placed in the woman's hand. Using Ambrosia. Yeah, I guess Swordmaster.
Welcome, sir. Is this your first time here?
Yeah, it is. You'll be nice to me, won't you?
Of course I will. I'll treat you so nicely. You'll never want to leave.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
This whole scene is so corny, and I love it.
Then, come on, sugar.
trying to remember her moves. Her dialogue is very telling for what move she's about to do.
Breakdown.
Yeah, basically the whole fight against her is whittling down her dress of bats. And then wailing on her when she's open. You have to dodge at the very end there, because if you reform the breath, that'll deal damage to you. How did he twice? Wow. Ow, Jesus, that hurts a lot if you don't dodge it. Yeah, her moves steadily get stronger the lower health she has. He's a very vocal ball, probably the most vocal, honestly. Kind of forgot I was in Gunslinger and I was trying to do Swordmaster moves there. Yeah, you can tell her attacks are lasting longer now. Right, and now she starts doing this move. Which makes it easier to damage her. Yeah, when she goes to the center of this area, she's basically engaging a grab attack. So she'll dispel her own dress to have a chance to grab you. But she leaves herself open when she does that. At this point, it's easier just to wait for it to do that. Try to whittle down her crush itself. And if she does slam the grab, she'll try to do that. Just straight up mates out with you and starts to absorb your soul. And regains life from doing it. I forgot she actually regains life from doing it, otherwise I wouldn't have let it happen. But you can use your devil trigger to break out of it, like I just said. Next time we should be able to finish it. There we go. I believe, like most things, Royal Guard Just Impact is the thing that'll deal the most damage to her. So you just deal a shit ton of damage to her if you have that built up. Aside from that...
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
Rising Dragon. Probably do it.
Alright.
But it's a bit harder to land.
I'll help you. Your father was a handsome devil. But you're no slouch yourself.
You give Dante a guitar, this is the first thing he does. How about he just falls back after it? Yeah, this is when you would unlock Nevin. Which, this is what happened if you just press triangle with it. Like, it's pretty slow, it's got like one basic hit. You hold triangle with it, and you'll build up bats. Now, let's see. You press left, then you can do that power slide move. That's pretty good for crowd control if you're holding left. But it's a bit awkward when you're in the actual flow of combat and your direction is determined based on the enemy you're looking at. You gotta really be aware of that. Hold right. You do this reverb attack. It's got a bit bigger AoE and tends to knock enemies aside. It's meant to give you some space to where you can do the other moves like build up and forward. The power slide forward. The and back. This is the move I use the most with it because it's the most easiest to do. It's an uppercut attack. If you hold it, it'll shoot out more bats. In Swordmaster, you can use the scythe part of the moveset, which is just a more standard melee attack.
Let's rock!
Yeah, if you hold back on it and charge up, and unleash a stream of bats. Hold forward, Dante would twirl it around like that. Hold forward and match. He'll do that. I don't believe left and right do anything. No. Not many weapons like utilize aiming left and right with the D-pad, or with the analog. And from mid-air, you have a bit more flashing moves. You can hold down, charge up more bats. That's basically all you can do from mid-air. They also have some Devil Trigger exclusive moves, but those are a bit hard to use, and honestly your Devil Trigger is better spent just saving up for a big DT burst. Just look over Aristocrat saying, I'm going to fuck the guitar. It's like, okay. Tarnevin best waifu.
Welcome back.
Took Lady all this time to clear out one room of enemies, jeez. Back to the B rankings, good. Yeah, there's 20 stages in the game.
Judgment.
So I think I'll do one more and then call the stream there.
Gain its full function and lead us into the demon world.
Then stream the rest of
The
DMC3
world
on
where
another
Sparta's
day.
Power has been sealed. And the one who will lift the incantation is you, his own son. It must be fate.
Wish Lady had this level of prominence in the other games. Yeah, doesn't really stick around enough.
Does that woman really bother you?
Like, she's really just there to
talking
be there
about?
in 4, and in
Why
5
didn't
she's
you
just
kill her?
there to
Perhaps because she's your daughter.
be there. And to appear naked on
Some
screen at one
pesky
point.
fatherly love get in your way.
That's none of your...
To further your study of the black arts, you sacrificed your loving wife to become a devil as well. Knowing this, I thought you'd be more useful to me. But I was wrong. No wonder your attainment of power is incomplete.
What about you? You're an incomplete being as well. Both
Tim!
demon and human blood mingle in your veins.
His bloodstain made a 10.
Shut up.
I love that childish response, just shut up.
Now that the final door is open, I have no use for you.
Like, Virgil, despite how, like, cool he's trying to be, he is actually a bit childish in this. Mission 10, The Job. Strengthen the Silent Bridge. So Virgil is just killing off his allies left and right. He is really Darth Vadering it here. Mask of magic stone made by an ancient priest. It is said he who dons it can walk on water. Not exactly what happens, but sure. It makes a bridge. Like, it doesn't allow you to walk on water. It doesn't make you Jesus. That was rude. I was trying to attack the other one. Please wait your turn, sir. Please wait your goddamn turn. Start the one right next to you, maybe. Come on. Alright, there's a couple cool roads that didn't go down here. Like down here, it's kind of a pretty area. There would have been an item here, but I've already picked it up, so nothing. And over here, if I were to examine this glowing red crystal, it'd take me to a secret mission. I don't want to do those. Use Muso or something to hit more than one target. What? I probably should have used Nevin there. But just the angle was so difficult, I didn't want to try to use the directional stuff. I should go ahead and put that mask there, because that's where it's supposed to go. Behold, we can now walk on water! And if you really stretch that term... Also notice the skull right there, that leads to another secret mission. One of the more annoying ones, because it involves having to fly. So you have to have air raid unlocked. If you don't have it unlocked, you basically can't do the mission. Neo Generator, a magic artifact able to supply power for an eternity. Used to power the main bridge. And you go all the way back to the bridge. Alright, this enemy type. This is one of the more annoying ones. Humans are called Dullahans despite them having heads. But yeah, they don't actually like move to attack you, and you can only hit them from the back. They just follow a set path, they can't be attacked from the front. They just try to run away from you. They're not entertaining. They're very bad enemy types. Also, guns don't work on them. It'd be a bit awkward to aim attacks on them. As far as I'm aware, there's just not really a good way to fight them. There probably is, just because there's like really a good way to fight everything in the game. And I just don't know it. Also, if you touch their spinning shield, you take damage. It's really the only way they can damage you. Terrible enemy type. Damn it. It's the door I came in through. If they respawn again, I swear. Ah, not these again. This is the most annoying area to fight them, because you have to travel so far and the game knows it. Stop! They're fucking stunned from getting hit by them. And sometimes they'll delay those red shots. I was gonna shoot them, but then a second one spawned. Jesus, I'll just go over there and fight you. How about that? The camera's just going all over the place. I really can't. It's up to the game if the camera stays off them or not. PW3 Archer wannabes. They are kind of this game's equivalent. I like them. Shut the fuck up, Captain. I think this is where we fight the next tier of spider. I can't get it on screen right now, but I'm pretty sure. Yep, there it is. Big green one. Oh right, I got spiral because can't use midair. I was trying to shoot midair. Damn it. I'm trying to charge up for the big attack, but they always interrupt me. Our dodge, they're so annoying. But they're so tanky, you want to hit them with the heavy shit. You just can't line it up. Oh, come on. How did you miss that? They were all over you. I much prefer fighting these guys with Virgil. His moveset with Beowulf is so much better. Just spam that lunar... what's it called? Lunar something. Fuck off. I wasn't trying to charge Rebellion during that, but apparently you can charge Rebellion while you're grabbed. Also, the game won't let you target the tiny spiders until, like, all the actual enemies are gone. Dante just plays kickball for a little bit. It's kind of amusing when you're playing as Virgil, because some of these cutscenes are still in the game, so like that kickball cutscene, you get to see Virgil doing that. Oh yeah, now you can go back to this first area. Where Lady was fighting. There's no reason to, because all the secrets here I've already gotten, but, you know. You can get back here. I think there's one up here. Yeah. Or would have been if I hadn't already gotten it. Oh, no, look, another statue.
Well, that was quick.
That man. Did you kill him?
So what if I did? Woo! Ooh, I love a fast woman.
Shut up! He was obsessed with becoming the devil. So much he killed his own wife. For that he butchered innocent people too. He's the most vile kind of creature.
Lady basically threw herself against the wall there. He only fires bullets to counter her bullets.
To top it all, is my father.
Well, we have something in common. I have a dysfunctional family too.
And what would you know about family? You're a demon. This is my father. My family. This was all supposed to end by my hand.
Aren't you gonna shoot? Well, that's a switch.
Just go. I don't care anymore.
Family, huh?
That whole serious moment, Dante's just going, woohoo! Another B. Alright, let's see, that was, where's the timer on this? 3 hours and 20 minutes? Yeah, it's a decent length for a stream. Plus, I would rather not have to, spend another 3 hours and 20 minutes to finish off the rest of this game, because there's 20 stages, so we're basically halfway through it. So yeah, I think I'll call it here. It is fun playing this again, though. I wish I was better at it, but I just lose my skill. I'm honestly better with Virgil just because he's a bit easier to use, just having less weapons. Like only one gun type. The less complex a character is, the easier time I have controlling them, taking full advantage of them. So Dante, despite being the main character, is like the character I'm like the worst with out of everyone in the game. Alright, well, that's it for the day. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.